Hello.
That's a thumbnail right there. Alright. Welcome back to the Comic Vault. This week we're going to go over a few comic books that I got delivered about a month ago. But we were at moving house at the time and just had them at my parents' place for a little bit. But I finally picked them up. I also got a delivery this morning, so I figured we'd include that one. Yep. So we'll start with the more modern ones, as modern as they are, given that they shipped from America during a pandemic. Thanks to USPS for absolutely nothing. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's start off with the classics, Blue and Gold. So we got Blue and Gold number 2.
What's going on my face?
I'm going to cover Sheridan's face. Yeah, get behind. So that's Blue and Gold number 2. And that's Blue and Gold number 3. And I think number 3 introduces their little buggy, which again, I've been saying for ages that Blue and Gold is just going to be the best buddy style comedy superhero thing that comes out eventually.
Did you say a buggy?
Yeah, so this little buggy thing.
Oh wow, car. Yeah. Buggy car. Yeah.
The $1 million debut of Buggles. I can only assume that Buggles is the car. But honestly, I could be wrong, and it could be this little get behind it. could be that little thing.
I think so.
So honestly, not sure.
I think it's the car. It's a good name.
I'll be reading it soon. Now that I've got it, I can read it. So
you read these ones?
Yeah, I want to read Blue and Gold.
Oh, okay. I'm still protective over them.
Yeah, I might go digital. I'm not sure.
Go digital.
This one we've got. This one's been really cool. I think I read the first issue already.
Dark Ages.
No, I started it. I haven't gotten into it yet, so I'm not gonna even talk about it.
Is this not the first issue?
Yeah, this is the first issue.
So you started reading this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Digitally, but So this is Dark Ages number 1. I'm sure you've probably seen it around the Dark Ages thing. Just seems like a funky lineup.
That's Spidey.
It is Spidey.
Oh yeah, Black Panther, Iron Man, Batgirl. Who is that? Sue Storm.
Oh,
I don't know her.
The invisible chick from the Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay. And then.
But again, I'm not sure, and that looks like the Thing.
Okay, I forgot he's called that. I was like, what thing? Explain.
The Thing from the Thing.
Exactly. Thingamajig. I like the colours.
That's Lucky Devil number 2.
Sick. I love the colours.
So you might remember Lucky Devil number 1. It's the guy with the goatee. Looks like a Daredevil kind of character.
Is that all that's in the frame?
Pretty much. He's like walking on a front of a white background. Pretty much.
Maybe.
It's like a street wall from the looks of it. We'll put it up over here.
I like this. Very nice.
Yeah, no, I just really like the covers in particular of Lucky Devil have been really evil but fun.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I Am Batman number 1. Yes, so I got I Am Batman number 0. I figured, let's see what Jace Fox gets up to. We spoke about this in the last, in the comic book covers video, comic book
Oh, yeah.
4.
Yeah, no, I do remember that.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I like it.
So just about all of these cost about $6 plus shipping, so probably about $7.
This one's cute.
This is so up Sheridan's alley. So this is the death of Doctor Strange, but the Scotty Young variant.
Too soon.
Come on, what are you doing? Get behind me, come on. So that's the Scotty Young version. For those of you who don't know Scotty Young, and if you're watching this, you know Scotty Young. He draws kid versions, sometimes old people versions of comic book characters. Really fun animation style.
I like Spidey.
But yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's a cool.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun. I'm not super into the whole concept itself necessarily, but that variant cover. I have a lot of Doctor Strange, Scotty Young variants. Just a big fan. Eat the Rich number 2.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, so we've got
it's cool.
We've got Eat the Rich number 1 as well. So I figured we'll get number 2 just because. Complete the run.
For sure. Yeah, that's cool.
Not All Robots number 2.
Forgot about this one. I don't know anything about this.
Me neither. I didn't even get Not All Robots number 1.
Are they all this kind of style cover?
No. I just really like the cover. For some reason, it reminded me a lot of.
Well, it reminds me of The Office.
Does it? The Office?
Well, yeah, it has the little people and.
It's like a combination of The Office and the IT crowd.
Yeah, actually, yeah, the IT crowd. I know that less, but yeah, it is. It makes me wonder what it is though, and the whole blood element's pretty interesting. Like the little guy that's stolen their arms.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like it's got little robots holding hands amongst
Is
humans.
it playing on the like not all men sort of like kind of joke? Like is it like it's not all robots, they're evil, like that kind of...
I think it's almost not all robots are normal, like controllable.
Yeah, okay,
but
interesting.
Again, I'll have to read to find out.
Making guesses.
The Nice House on the Lake, number 4.
Oh yeah.
I don't have Nice House on the Lake 2 or 3. I literally just go for the covers for this one because their covers are just epic.
What are the symbols? And why is one yellow? Does that mean it's...
Book 4. So it is a 4, 8, 10 book run, I presume.
That's kind of cool. It's an interesting way to number it because they still wrote it. Like it's... Like the symbol must be extremely relevant.
I guess you kind of have to do book 4.
Yeah.
Just like otherwise people are going to walk into the comic book shop and be like, is that number 1?
But it's more the symbolism. Like I wonder how relevant it is to the story.
Very true.
Interesting. It looks like one of those power outlet smiley face.
So there's Nice House on the Lake, number 4.
You're doing that left leg lift again.
Mm-hmm. Got it. I can show it off.
Off camera.
Impossible Jones, number 1.
I love that. That's fun.
Something's fun about it. And again, I don't know whether it's...
Reminds me of like a 90s
the fact
show.
that this looks like blue and gold and a new girl. I can't help but feel like Invincible might have something to say about her costume. If you look at it there, it just looks like an upside down insignia version of Invincible. Who, had this come out 2 years ago, no one would have batted an eye because they'd have been like, who's Invincible?
Totally.
But you seeing what I mean by that costume's very similar to Invincible?
Extremely. There's no link, I don't think. Yeah. Wait, do you mean just the costume?
Yeah.
But it's also this. It's not Impossible, it's Impossible Jones. It's kind of like, in the intro how they say it's and then cut to Invincible.
Oh my gosh, he's...
Invincible. Yeah, it's that in itself. That's a couple of links.
It's not impossible, it's...
Yeah. I feel like that could have been their inspo, or at least maybe they know each other. Who knows?
Totally. Ant, number 1.
That's not linked to Ant. No, it's definitely not linked to Ant-Man.
No, it's Eric Larson. I don't know the whole story. Something to do with he ran it a while ago. It didn't do great, and then it's being republished.
Big premiere issue.
Figured I'd get Ant number 1 just because of the imagery on this one looks really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. It looks more like an ant than Ant-Man's just small.
Totally. It's almost like if Carnage and Ant-Man had a kid.
It is very Carnage.
And it was a sexy woman.
Yeah, totally.
Look, she's got nipples.
I know, it's very...
That doesn't happen often.
Yeah, they don't tend to.
But then she's even got toe outlines.
Yeah.
Although then this gets a bit sloppy and odd.
The hands. Hands are hard to draw.
Hands are hard to draw. He's a professional artist.
Still, we all have our weaknesses.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's Ant number 1. It's a bit funky. Keeping up with the sexy women clad in red.
I know, that looks so similar. That one looks more like Carnage as well because of the face.
I mean, yeah, it's a symbiote.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry, but it's all extreme Carnage.
So that's agony number 1.
It's like a game.
Totally. And yeah, just with the whole symbiote world blowing up. I figured I'd get one of the coolest looking covers.
I love that. The actual
the
blending and everything is really nice.
Yeah. Something about this whole thing.
That's just good.
Whether it's the lighting and...
Yeah, no, it's not. It's like the way the veins are drawn. And everything about it's quite realistic for something that isn't realistic.
Totally.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Some Doom looking thing.
Like a shield. I'm not sure. Us trying to make a story up.
We'll just write you a little potential reality of what it is. And this is the last modern comic of the bunch.
Definitely.
Suicide Squad, King Shark, #1.
That's so creepy.
This is the B cover, variant cover. Yeah. Anyway, it's a variant cover.
The way they drew the teeth, freaky.
The way the whole thing is drawn is insanely realistic and freaky and cool. Yeah, I'm not normally legitimately scared by a cover, but that's going to haunt my nightmares.
I'm assuming it's a focus.
Same.
I cannot see
I
that
hope it's in focus. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get the cover and just put it over the top.
Totally. These look so different, the style.
For sure. So I'm a bit of a Daredevil nut myself. Something about Daredevil, I just really get around. So most of these, not all of these comics came from Neville, from a Facebook group, Neville Tiberius Howard. Forgive me if I got that name wrong.
Good memory.
Yeah. So thank you, if you're watching. So this is Daredevil. This is Daredevil, number 57. Yeah, it's the unmasking of Matt Murdock. So
I love a good unmasking. They're fun.
Yeah.
And also, it's like we've been waiting that long for the other characters to figure it out. It's kind of nice for them to be in the loop. I felt that way with Invincible, the show. Like I was like, yes, once people started knowing.
Yeah, the best friends and stuff. They're like, oh my god. And they did it in the first season. It was pretty satisfying. So yeah, add that to the Daredevil collection. I didn't have any Thor comics until this month.
That's wild.
I've gone wild on Thor recently.
Did you already have Hulk? Yeah, you do. I think I've seen you with the Hulk one. Maybe not like the main Hulk ones, but he's been on a cover. Am I thinking of the art? I think
I have Tales of Suspense or something like that. It's one of those.
And he's in the cover.
Yeah, it's the first appearance of Boomerang, where he's on the cover.
I know, but yeah, no, you don't have.
But
you didn't have Thor, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, so it's a pretty low grade, but it's super, super fun for a cover.
How old is that?
That one? Year 87.
Damn.
1987. So not relatively old. But yeah. Funky cover with Thor fighting the Hulk.
For sure.
Which is good timing too, because we just watched The Avengers the other day.
I was going to say. Now my parents know who those characters are, which is nice. Context.
X-Men, number 137.
I love how spacey this one is. The background makes me all happy.
It is insanely spacey. I don't know too much about this one. I haven't actually read it in terms of the storyline.
It's like our company's colour. The X-Men colour.
So yeah, that's the death of Phoenix. A lot of people know the death of Phoenix from X-Men number 3, the movie. Which, have we watched it? Spoiler alert.
I remember there being like they're on a tower and I was falling asleep during that scene.
If I'm not wrong, it's also got a couple first appearances of Skrulls, some Skrulls.
Okay.
Some other characters in X-Men. I'll put it down the bottom. Alright, this was a bit of fun. Luke Cage, Hero for Hire. So after like 21 issues, correction down here needed. After about 21 issues, Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, stops being Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, and becomes Power Man. Possibly Power Man and Iron Fist as well. So it's a bit of fun. If I'm not wrong, it's the first appearance of Stiletto.
Okay. Is that relevant to the heels? Like, is it like Full One or something?
No, I think he's a knife guy.
Okay.
but honestly not
I don't know
sure.
what stiletto means outside of yours.
Right.
It could mean like sharp because it's the pointy bit.
Like Italian for sharp or something.
Which makes sense if it's
It would do.
knives or whatever.
Those things won't save you from power like mine. Forget it, knife thrower. Wait till he learns my next blade is designed to electrocute him.
Okay.
He says while holding the blade comfortably. Anyway, so that's Hero for Hire number 16. Yeah, I think it might even be one of the last. I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to have one where Luke Cage is the man on the cover. Mm-hmm. And our lucky last comic for this haul, very special, Journey into Mystery number 93. So this is the first appearance of Radioactive Man.
Watch out! Radioactive Man!
Fun. I like the idea of a glowing villain or anything.
I mean, Electro. I can give you more glowing ones.
But like glowy, like glow stick. You know,
that guy from Sky High who just glows, that's his power.
Exactly, but now it's in this universe.
Totally. I think he does more than that. But yeah, no, being a Simpsons nut,
yeah, for sure.
having the first appearance of Radioactive Man, like...
Bit of fun.
It's just really, really fun for me. So yeah, I've been saying, watch out, Radioactive Man, all day. It's just, I'm sick of myself at this point. But yeah, so this is a 1963 comic, bang in the middle of the Silver Age.
The year my mum was born.
There you go.
Trippy, technically older by a few months.
And it's good condition. Obviously, there's nicer copies out there, but I'm not buying them.
Yeah, totally.
I'm not paying thousands for this.
Yeah, when I looked it up, I was like, it must not be that one.
But this is, I think, Thor. So Thor appeared for the first time in Journey into Mystery number 83. Mm-hmm. So this is roughly his 10th appearance ever. Yeah. So yeah, roughly his 10th appearance. Radioactive Man's first appearance, and it's in the Journey into Mystery phase. So it was called Journey into Mystery between issue number 8 and from the start of the run. Mm-hmm. But then started transitioning into a Thor comic. And
so it literally became those Thor comics.
It becomes the Mighty Thor.
The one that we saw before.
Yep.
Yeah.
So...
what issue is that?
This is the Mighty Thor number 385.
Oh, yeah, okay. So there's a big gap.
Yeah, so...
that's a big transition, though. There's none of the same words. Like, there's nothing, yeah. Normally so it's a bit more subtle.
It was Journey into Mystery, then it became Journey into Mystery with the Mighty Thor.
And then they just, like, colour it.
It was kind of weird, the transition. So they... yeah. Around about issue 137...
yeah, okay.
Ish, correction down here. They changed it to the Mighty Thor by its actual name. At least now, I'm not sure what happened back in the 60s when it was happening, or the 70s, whenever the transition actually occurred. But there's a brief run of 50 or less comics where Thor isn't Thor; it's Journey into Mystery.
Yeah, okay.
And it still features Thor. So I just wanted one of those as well, but beyond that, it's one of his super early appearances.
For sure.
And Radioactive Man's first appearance.
It's very fun.
So eat your heart out, anyone who has a Radioactive Man Simpsons comic, because this is the true Radioactive Man, number 1.
Totally.
So yeah. We were lucky enough to have Sheridan join me today. She doesn't often have time to do my comic book nonsense. So I very much...
I made the time.
Yeah. And it's always fun to hear what you have to say about it too. Because as fun as it is to collect comics, I'm sure you can all agree it's funner when you have someone to share it with. So thank you very much for joining us.
It's okay.
Thank you for joining us. And... I'll be out with another haul very soon, but also stay tuned for the top 10 comics in terms of value since 2010, which is a video I'll be making very soon. just to kind of do something a bit different. It'll be more along the lines of those top 10 videos you see all the time. But this one will be top 10 most valuable comics since 2010. Not of my collection, of all time.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, not just a personal thing, an actual educational thing that will be relevant for the couple of years.
Reality.
You know how it is. Things change. Comics that were worth a lot can sometimes be worth less, and comics that were worth nothing can spike out of nowhere. You know, you just need Jake Gyllenhaal to play him in a movie, and now all of a sudden they're worth 1,000.
Pretty much.
Or The Rock, whoever.
Yeah. One of the other.
Yeah, full on. Anyway, thank you, and keep watching them.